threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left. Touchdown. Touchdown. 8th floor. Come down. Hotel. Lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m. Check out. Might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess on my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. And plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die...
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Mayfield throwing quickly out to Beckham. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Throwing, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. It's caught inside the 25. A big play that time for Cleveland. 55 yards. Well, that didn't take very long. You mentioned you have to keep him under wraps. Avoid the big play is what you said, and here he makes one in the first quarter.
Yeah, you can't let this become a habit. Otherwise, you know what will happen? They'll flat out take over this game.
It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They go play action, Mayfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. David Njoku, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
At their own 15-yard line.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 15.
Hey.
56. Mike, 56. Right there.
Yo, faster. Ready.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another first and 10.
Go. 51. Go.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
Hey, Foxtrot. Now.
On first down, Locke. This is the tight end Fant. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield.
That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. They'll run with Lindsey. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, TJ Logan. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Hey, Charlie!
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now, there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So a poor return, exacerbated by a holding call, makes this 1st and 10 back inside their own 5. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll find a little space. He gets this up near the 10. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hurry! Hey, alert 33! Hey, Haywood!
From the gun, Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
180! Check. Pilot, 64, weak.
First down, Mayfield. into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
51 to Mike, boys. 51. Here we go.
Hey, exit.
51, Mike.
Five.
After the turnover, here's Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
I got you, punk.
General West. Go.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Five.
Yep. Switch.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
All day. 51. 51.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point from McManus is good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what...
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Mike 51. Mike 51.
Block off of play action. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. That was close to a big play, and just a little bit too far that he was led. He caught it, but couldn't stay in bounds, Charles.
Yeah, I'm not very good at these sort of things, but I have to believe the farther you are downfield, the less... Your margin for error in throwing the ball, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, so they gave it a good effort there. Really tried, just couldn't complete it.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Greystone, travel. Hey, Alpha.
Hey, let's go. Calm the crowds. Push him back. Chance. Out. Right here.
They fake the handoff, now Locke. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Broncos score. John Ross, 77 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. McManus's point after is good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb able to record his 5th sack of the season. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
the coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Mike 51.
Clock now on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Robbie Anderson, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Going up top. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here's Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Mayfield to throw it. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That one goes for 24 yards. Mayfield down. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Bravo!
And again, it's Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Mayfield now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, and it's 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And able to work his way down to the 16. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Banjo.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
24 is the mic. Watch the pass.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Seibert's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Go!
Throwing on first down is Locke. He completes this to Sutton. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
At the 31-yard line.
On the ready.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Danny.
Hey.
Roy.
Hey, high 7.
Locke taking the snap at 1. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
No.
Hey, foxtrot.
53's a mark. 53, check 53. Get ready. Pick the edge. Come. You smooth. You got tight.
Fire.
On play action, Locke. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Here we go, set. 18, Gator.
That's it. Let's go.
Go.
Check 31.
Hey, jet. Hey, go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. This from 25 yards out. The kick by McManus is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though. 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
2nd and 6.
To throw, Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's got some space here. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Let's go.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Let's put that team on the bus. Watch it.
Real.
Mayfield on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield, and he's got the hook up to Landry. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. And it's third.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Browns on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey, Charlie.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, we're 33.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Oh, man, partner, this is something cornerbacks love to do, and that's outthink a quarterback. If you get a sense that they're going to throw a quick out route or a quick hitch, you can just lay back an extra yard or 2, but then really put your foot in the turf and drive on the football. And here I think he baited the quarterback into the throw and made it pay off.
Mike 56.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. This is the tight end Fant. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've got an answer for it.
Now the throw pulled in by Anderson, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Check. Fresno.
Hey, exit. Yep.
Go.
Play action. Now it's Locke. Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Check.
They'll run here with Lindsey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Philip Lindsey, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. McManus's point after is good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now the throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. On the run, this is Hunt. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Baker Mayfield, as a rookie, 3 times he led the Browns back to victory in the 4th quarter. What can he do here in year number 2? From just shy of midfield, Mayfield. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Man open, that's Damian Ratley. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Single, slot.
Mayfield with it once more. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Able to find Harris, complete. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Mayfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit. And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him, let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril. Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They'll go again with Lindsey. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
You ready?
53, Mike.
General West.
Watch the run. Watch the safety creep. Watch the shift.
Five.
Watch the shift. Check safety.
Lead grip.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. 53 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. They'll try to draw Lindsey. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Broncos, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA.